Well, here's day 4. We cruising around late last night. We got farting around and ended up coming to a camp quite late, but we happened upon something pretty cool. Beautiful, of course, you can see. But this is what camp we came across. It's like an old horse camp of some sort or something. Here's Miss Odie. Wave, say hi. It's looking pretty cool. Everything's working perfect. We re-spooled the cable, the winch yesterday. It was pretty fun. But yeah, this would be a great spot for a family camp out. There's a room back in the back there where it's all dirt floor, but you could set up a whole cook station and all kinds of good stuff. You could have quite a few people here. Last night we had our first cool encounter. We were both sitting around the fire and we heard something rustling in the bushes over here. And so I grabbed the flashlight and I popped it on real quick in the direction where Jody and I both heard the noise, and there was a deer. A little doe came into camp and walked all around the camp for about an hour or so. We kept hearing her in different spots and she was pretty cool, pretty neat. She came right in there, she wasn't worried about us, and then right over in the bushes over here, we ended up right after her, we ended up with some eye shine, and it was really weird because the eyes were down at one level and then all of a sudden they went straight up and then straight back down again, like they were standing up and come back down. So pretty weird. Could have just been the deer, but it was fun anyhow. Alright, well, we just wanted to make sure we got some pictures of the area and checked out our camp. Get more in later.
Okay, this one falls under the category of strange things you find in the forest. This one, for example, is a probably 500-pound boulder on top of a old stump. The stump is probably about 2.5 feet in diameter, so that gives you an idea on size of the boulder. And the weight of that boulder being 500 pounds, pretty odd situation for it to end up like that. So take it for what you will, but there it is. There is Russ next to the boulder, so that gives you a size perspective there. It's gigantic. Russell, look over this way. There you go. Yeah, so about 500 pounds or what? Okay, well over 500-pound boulder. So, pretty cool though. In the words of Matt Moneymaker, I do believe there's a squatch in these woods. Hi everybody, we are going up Forest Service Road 54, which goes from basically Wind River Road, which is the road that goes down into Carson, Skamania County. It cuts across over to basically Highway 25 that goes up to Cougar, the town of Cougar and Mount St. Helens, also the Yakult area, Silver Star Mountain and Skookum Meadows, where they got the Skookum cast of Bigfoot's body in the mud a couple years ago. So we're in a real squatchy area. We just had a really nice encounter with a Forest Service gal from the Mount Adams Ranger Station. She was just so happened to be at the Government Mineral Springs campground, and she was telling us all about the area. She actually ended up giving me her gigantic map, the map that we've been looking all over for and couldn't find. So she gave me her map, and I gave her $10 and said, have a great lunch on us, and she was stoked. She was a nice lady. She actually saw us this morning at the ranger station, so that was kind of funny that we ran into her like 60 miles in the middle of nowhere at Government Mineral Springs, so that was really kind of kismet. But from 54, we're going to be going on to Forest Service Road 42. So that's the area we're going to be exploring hopefully the next couple of days, or those areas, and we're really looking forward to some awesome experiences. So I'll get back to you later on when we find something cool or we get to our next campsite. So up Forest Service Road 42, it's super beautiful. It's a lot like the little Forest Service roads off Skate Creek Road, in that it's very far and few between traveled. We've seen a couple of bow hunters camp setups, but man, for the most part, no people. We are winding our way up. Started at 1,000 feet. We're at like 2,500 feet right now, and there is Mount Hood. So we're facing to the southeast right now of this mountain, and we've got basically a whole lot higher to climb. So we're gonna see where this road ends up taking us. Wherever. It seems like it's gonna be pretty dang beautiful. So, okay, looking back the way that we came, that is a shot of Mount Adams, and we're gonna follow this little spur road that's ahead of us called 4220 around this little peak of rock here and see what that does. We went down this really scary road, and I made Dad turn around and come back off of it because it was super narrow, and rocks were practically blocking most of the recent rock falls and stuff. So I said, no fucking way. So pardon my language, anybody who's watching. No way. Anyways, this is where that Y was, where we came up the mountain, and this is where we're gonna go on the other side of the mountain. So I'll film more later. I don't know how well this is gonna come out on this camera. I have no idea what the settings are on here right now, or how well you can see this, but we are down in the bottom of a big hill looking up at this incredible stand of, I think that they're alder trees, and they're just beautiful, but the way that the sunlight is dappling through them, it just looks enchanting. Maybe you just have to be here to appreciate it, but if I can describe the feeling of peace in this forest, and the perfect temperature, and the breeze in your face, and the sunlight coming through, it's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Hopefully it comes through just as well as the feeling here. We're still on this Forest Service Road 42, and we're crossing this little bridge, and I thought I would just show you the beautiful little creek. You get sort of a wide back shot of everything back in there. Just super pretty. It sounds so nice too. It just looks like a really peaceful spot. You could have one of these places in your backyard with a little bench there. I don't know that any kind of stress could ever get to you. It'd be pretty cool. So, and that's the rest of it. Just looking up the hill. So, more to come. Okay, so just down the road a little ways from the last beautiful spot, and into this waterfall. I'm not sure if this camera's doing this justice or not. That'll be one of those things where we get back home and see if it turned out well, but look at how beautiful that is. Just gorgeous. You pretty much sit out on that rock and take a bath. Probably a little cold though.